Serge here from the back porch. Today I want to talk about the finish. And the reason why I'm going to bring it up is because, again, I've been stuck inside a lot. And I'm watching the Golf Channel now that the PGA Tour is back up and started. And again, it's full of commercials and promos about programs they're going to be offering. And I saw one that just jumped out at me. And one of the promos involved shows and stuff about some of the heroes of the past, some of the great players of the past. In particular, they showed one with Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus, and they were teeing off in a tournament, and I guess it looked like it was the first hole, and they had a picture of Nicklaus, and he stood there and he made his normal, really explosive swing through impact, and when he got up, he swung, and the arms just came up, because Nicklaus always came up in what I would really call the tee finish. Other than that, and I think he tended to arch his back a little bit too much and get back more than I'd like to see, because the tee has to be more up here where my spine is more vertical to the ground. And he came back, but it was obvious he made a pretty explosive swing. And when he came back like this, he actually came back here and he hit and he rocketed it off. And it brought to mind the driving video that DJ and I did, where I asked DJ to make swings from like 70% power, 80%, 90, and then I asked him what's about the highest he went, and he said 95% would be about the most. And I asked him why, and he said it's because at that point you're out of control and your muscles are actually tightening instead of staying in the right muscle tone to be able to swing fast. So there's a point where swinging so hard tightens you up and you actually move slower. So when he went through all that, just as he was about ready to hit, he said, "Oh yeah," he said, "by the way, you're going to see that in this swing, my finish is not going to be so perfect here and just come on down. You're going to see my arms really whiplash and everything else." And he kind of left that and I jumped in, if you recall, any of you have seen it, and I said, "DJ, that's because when you're swinging faster, for every action there's a reaction, and you have to, if you don't pull your arms down fast enough and pull your body back forward, all of that explosive, as fast as you're swinging, going over your shoulder, will jerk your body back somewhat, and if you don't pull it back forward fast enough, you're going to keep going back that way." And when I saw that swing Nicklaus made, and I'm sure you've all who've watched golf have seen Nicklaus, when he really hits it hard, he'd come back and he'd always explosively pull his arms back, and once he pulled it back here, he's somewhat in balance and he just walks off. And that's the key. So one of the things about when we talk about the tee finish is, yes, when you're making a normal, natural, average tee finish, you should be able to get right here in full perfect balance, have the recoil and relax, and then just walk out of the swing as you can, when you decide to go. But if you go and for that one, you're going to step on it. You're going to go after a little bit more gusto. You're going to really put some heat on the ball. You're going to hit one. You're going to bust one. When you get to that point, and remember, we don't make any more turn. We don't swing any farther. The whole key is we actually hold our legs more. As DJ once said when somebody asked him, "What do you do when you want to hit it harder?" He said, "I hold my legs more and I swing the club faster, my arms in the club faster that way." So where everybody else tells you have to have a wider stance and a bigger turn and a longer backswing to hit it harder, no. We make our same setup, just hold the legs more so we can swing in the arms and explode them faster to the finish. But if you go to that point where you're swinging your arms, it's really fast, and you're going to come up, you better have a recoil and a relax that's going to match what you're going back there to pull you back forward in front of you, which could even in some cases over here might lock you backwards a little bit to your back foot, and when you finally pull your arms down, your back foot is pushing you forward to come back in and get in balance. So when you have that explosive swing, you have to have that explosive recoil and relax to match it, because for every action there's a reaction, equal and opposite reaction. So I guess I saw that, and I think it's a good thing to think about, because I want you to know about it, and I thought it was a good topic to be one of our first lessons of this year. And because many of us, after you get out and you get playing again, you got to get your balance back and everything else. And so if you go after one, I don't want you to feel like just because there was a little bit of balance and maybe you did fall back a little bit, if you went after it, know that whatever you go up here, you better pull it back you better pull it back forward. Well, that's it for the search for today. And keep watching the tournaments. Watch those good vertical swings. Put those pictures in your mind, and stop practicing as much as you can. Even if you can't get out, you can get better by thinking about it sit down, thinking about it, visualizing your swing, the one you want to have, and making practice swings in the house or the garage if you can, and start feeling that feel, because it's all about making your practice swing to feel the swing, and then swing the feel when you're going to hit the ball. Well, from the Surge, on the back porch. Still snowy outside, but at least we're getting some warmer weather. I'll be talking to y'all again soon.